He's never fought us. Not us united.
Die. Oh! I can so see that. That's it. Hi, what's up, everyone? Welcome to Comics League Indie Wednesday. I'm Jared, and today I'm going to review something really, really cool. Now, longtime listeners of Comics League and Under Two Capes, in fact, will know that I did an episode like a year or so ago. It's before I reached episode 100. About this series called the Olympians. Now, for those of you that don't know, I'm a huge Greek myth geek, and that's probably why I gravitated more toward DC, because DC is way more on that gods amongst men idea, how they have their pantheon called Justice League on Olympus called the Watchtower. So I'm like, okay, there you go. So this series takes a bunch of Greek myths and adapts them into comic book form. They did one for Zeus, Athena, Hera, Hades, Poseidon, Aphrodite, Artemis, Apollo, Hermes, Hephaestus. I have the ones for Zeus and Athena. I believe I reviewed the Zeus one. I don't think I did Athena. But if you guys are interested in the series more, I'll do more. But today I'm doing Ares, Bringer of War. Now this series takes the Trojan War, and that's the war that you have the Trojan horse and such, and basically shows here's what the gods were doing when that whole war is going on, which basically what it is just screwing with mankind, because that's pretty much what the gods do. Pretty much what they were doing is A, trying to protect their own children who were fighting the war, and B, actually engaging in a little bit of civil war themselves, in that they tried to essentially make one side win depending on whose children were on which side. And it's really cool, because you have to see Zeus deal with his children bickering. You have to see you get to see the Achilles go crazy against the Trojans, which we kind of saw in the Troy movie with Brad Pitt. And this series is done by George O'Connor, and the art in this is really, really cool. It's simple art, but it's actually really fits the tone of this book. And by the way, this is one of the coolest spread pages I have ever seen in a comic. So again, the art is cool, and at the end of every book, they have a little reference section that has the behind the scenes stuff, a profile page for Ares, the god of war, and notes on stuff from the book. So I like that. But going into this, it also deals with the fact that a lot of what Ares does, because he doesn't have his father's approval, and that's very relatable. It's kind of like what Loki wanted with the MCU, because for those who don't know, Loki did this kind of because he wanted his father to respect him. And honestly, that's a hell of a good motivation. And you see, what's cool about this is that you also see the gods actually get involved and fight humans. You also see Ares completely annihilates people because he's the god of war. He also has this rivalry with Athena because she's the goddess of war and strategy. So they kind of share that sort of thing. And what's kind of funny is Ares goes, if I were down there, the war would be over. And then Athena went, if you were down there, both sides would be killed, because you can't differentiate. So that's really cool. I like that whole rivalry between the two, both being a god of war or something like that. Then we have basically an actual civil war, if you will, among the Greek gods. And what's hilarious is Hermes goes up to his opponent. He goes, okay. He goes, okay. So Aleto, she's the daughter of the Titans Phobos and Phoebe. She goes, we're supposed to fight. And Hermes, the goddess of the god of the messenger god, who's basically the Flash, goes, you know what? Forget it. If anyone asks, you beat me. That's fine. I'm just gonna go over here. We'll just agree to not fight, and you beat me. And so there you go. I love that. And then plenty of other fantastic moments with the gods. And really what the shows, This is really consistent with like the Greek gods if you read like DC, because they're always interfering in like Wonder Woman's life, sometimes the Justice League. I wish that DC would do a series where the Justice League goes to war against the Greek gods. That would be super cool, because I could definitely see the Greek gods being jealous of the love and adoration that the League gets, because when you think about it, the League are basically the stand-in for the Greek gods. So Zeus grows jealous and thinks that the humans should know their place. So he endeavors to take out the Justice League. That's just a little story pitch idea I had a little while back. I thought that was pretty cool. And then like let's see. Honestly, love this series. I'll do more if you guys want to do more, want to see more. But it's really cool. If you guys like Greek myth and comic books, definitely look into this series. It's on Amazon. Again, it's called Olympians by George O'Connor. And what's cool about it is that he has like a box set that collects all of these into like that like collects all the volumes into like a slipcase. You can have all the volumes. And again, so that's where I'm going to leave it. You guys can let me know if you want to see the Poseidon one and the Athena one, because I haven't covered those two. I covered Zeus like years ago. I may even update that. But let me know. And in terms of what's coming up next on Comics League, I'm going to start a series, hopefully with Nerdette's Newsstand, where we go through each chapter of the Snyder Cut and analyze it and talk about its significance and such, and why it's so cool, because she actually enjoyed the Snyder Cut. For and Under Two Capes this week, I'm talking about why Jimmy Olsen is important to DC. So, on that note, stay heroic, and I will see you in the next review. Bye-bye.